A big g'day and welcome to another edition of the BFNL Footy Show. My name's Yeendy and always excited to be in your company. I'm changing gears with a superstar beside me, who is the BFNL Operations Manager, Scott Carey. Thanks for joining us, mate.
No worries, Yeendy. Thanks for having me.
We got a few complaints last week about the Messiah, Liam Brady. He took too much shine off the other league, so therefore he had to sit on the sidelines due to suspension. So you've jumped in, you're pumped up, ready to go, and we'll talk about last week's games. And look at the game that I think everyone's sort of talking about, Lake Windaree enjoying a thrilling 5-point win over here at City Oval against Redan. Now, a cracking game that was decided after the siren, mate, and a good game for the competition, just a great game between two quality sides.
Yeah, absolutely. Great way to kick off round one in the BFL. It's been a long wait. We've obviously had our couple of earlier games that we've touched on, and now everyone's got underway, and what a way to start the year.
And a player that's sort of probably not used to kicking goals as well also stepped up and kicked the winning goal. Can you tell us a little bit about him I guess his position?
Yeah, Nathan Monk. So he's coming off the half back line for most of the year last year with Lake Windaree, but he has had experience through the midfield and up on the wing, and he might be the first to say that his kicking isn't 100%, but he only needed one kick to go through the middle on the weekend, and that was the one that won the game for Lake Windaree. So he's pretty happy with himself walking around, I think, this week. But as you would be to win a game for your club, everyone dreams of it as a kid, and you do it all in the backyard. So well done to Nate. Did
catch up with the goal umpire over the weekend about that kick. There was a little bit of wobble about it, just to create a little bit of drama and suspense. But no, all good. Fantastic game of footy. That wasn't the closest game of the weekend, because we did see a draw. East Point and Ballarat. East Point couldn't find the big sticks that cost them in the in the long run.
Yeah, a couple of late chances for both sides as well. I think a couple out on the full, one from each side that could have won the game for them. But probably went into that game thinking it was going to be very close, and who knows who would come away with the points, and eventually they shared them. So another thrilling game in the BFL.
Kangaroos will be kicking themselves. So they say bad kicking's bad footy, but 1 goal 9 in the second term. Not good from their part, so no doubt they'll be hitting the tractor in the week and trying to drill a few more through the middle.
Absolutely.
Now, another one that was probably a bit of probably the most lacklustre affair of the weekend in terms of one-sided games. Sunbury defeated Melton in wet conditions, 8 goals to 3, and Melton did kick a goal after the siren as well, sort of to make things a little bit interesting there on the scoreboard. But Sunbury just a very well polished performance, and I guess in those conditions there, mate, you've just got to do what you can to get the 4 points.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Sunbury usually do on a weekend, and they play Clark Oval very well, and particularly under lights, they enjoy playing those games. So a very good win for them to get their season underway.
Shame about the wet weather though that sort of hit during the game. Although the crowd was sort of out in full attendance, so absolutely sensational on their part. So. Great fun had by all there. They all managed to brave it out. And Sunday we had a cracking contest. Darling Bacchus Marsh. It was great to get out in this one to have a look at the my first crack at these two. They've won the last 2 premierships, which is great. Darley ended up coming away with the honours, especially thanks to an inspired effort from Heath, Scotland.
Yeah, massive win for Darley in the derby down there, and Bacchus Marsh, I'm sure, and a lot of people around the league probably thought that they would roll into 2017 after winning last year full of confidence and continue on their way, but not to be. Darley were fantastic from all reports, and a couple of new recruits out of the Western Region Footy League, and the Graham brothers played very well and played their part as well. So fantastic win for Darley, and they're going to be one to watch this year. And
we look at cliches there. The premiership quarter, the third quarter, set this one up. Darley kicked 6 goals to 0 to storm away with a victory. And Anzac Day footy, always a great spectacle. Mountain South hosting this one against North Ballarat City, but the Panthers were looking to make a big claim to go undefeated this year. Unfortunately, it's ended after a couple of weeks, but North Ballarat City, they've unearthed a new recruit from Adelaide, and he ended up kicking 7 goals in a match-winning performance to guide North City over the line by 6 goals. So good effort from them.
Yeah, Will Young, handy pick-up for North Ballarat City out of Newland in the Central Islands Footy League is a great way to start in the BFL, kicking 7 goals and winning the game for your side. So they're going to be another one to watch this year, North City as well. They're always a strong side and play very well, and I'm sure Mountain South are disappointed, but they get the week off this week to get back on the track and come back fresh in a couple of weeks. So, good win for North City.
As we pump up round 2, it seems like it's been a long time coming. We'll look at our match of the round. It'll be under lights. It is Ballarat and North Ballarat City at Alfred Oval. Which way do you see this one going, mate?
Look, after the weekend, I think North Ballarat City are going to be too strong. the shortened break after playing on Tuesday may come into effect a little bit late in the game, but I think their class early on is going to set up the game for them and should win comfortably.
Night footy is always a challenge as well, so it'll be interesting to see how both sides adapt. There is another exciting game going on at Under Lights also, which we're really looking forward to checking out. It's Lake Windaree versus Sebastopol, and that's going to be a good encounter. First chance to have a look at Sebast this year. I've just been patiently waiting on the sidelines over the past few weeks, watching teams go head to head. But they've improved a lot over the pre-season. A lot of their training drills and stuff that sort of set them up against Lake Windaree, who are in fine form early.
Yeah, big buzz down at Sebastopol this year, obviously with the redevelopment of the ground and the fantastic work from the City of Ballarat there. So they'll be up and about ready to get their 2017 season underway. But a very tough game against a good side in Lake Windaree Under Lights. So it'll be a good game to watch, but I'd say Lake Windaree are going to be too strong in that one.
Yeah, can't see too many changes happening in that part there. Bacchus Marsh and Sunbury. Sunbury are 1-1, and they've played some reasonably good footy. Bacchus Marsh, they are stinging after the loss on Sunday. We know how good both teams are in terms of what they're capable of. The grand final rematch. Bacchus Marsh will be favourites heading into this one, but can Sunbury rattle a few cages and maybe pull off an upset here? And I wouldn't say it's I say upset tentatively, given how strong Bacchus Marsh are.
Yeah, I think Sunbury would want to get the jump early on Bacchus Marsh and put them on the back foot. I think, like you said, they will be stinging after last weekend, and if they come out and kick 3 or 4 goals quickly, it could go a long way to them winning in a big way, especially unfurling their premiership flag in front of the home crowd as well. So, Sunbury will need to be on their game early and hopefully get a jump on them, which they did a couple of weeks ago against Melton South, kicked a few goals early, so they're capable of doing it. But it's going to be a cracking game as well.
Speaking of another cracking game, we've got Redan versus East Point. One had the draw, one lost to the kick after the siren. Both to be ruining missed opportunities last week. Geez, it'll be on for young and old in this game.
Yeah, I think so. They'll be itching to get 4 points on the board, both these sides. I think Redan are going to be too strong in this one as well, and they seem to have had the edge over East Point the last couple of years when they've played each other. So, Redan will be too strong for me in this one.
Last one, mate. Well, this is going to be a bruising encounter over at McPherson Park. We've got Melton versus Darley. Melton, they are sitting 0-2. They won't want to go 0-3, but they are facing Darley, who played some great brand of footy on the weekend.
Yeah, tough ask for the Bloods in this one to come up against Darley, who are going to be very much up and about after that win on the weekend. So the Darley train would probably be hard to stop that weekend, but at home with Melton, they do play McPherson Park very well and have played some good footy in the first couple of weeks. So going to be a good game, but I think Darley will be too strong in this as well. Yeah,
I hope to see Melton sort of pick up. It was really hard to sort of get a gauge of what happened on the weekend. You just fight to survive the game and against Sunbury in those conditions there, but hopefully more spirited performance and they can sort of bounce back. If you love your radio like I do, make sure you tune in to 97.9 FM for the grand final rematch down at Bacchus Marsh and Sunbury. The boys down there are doing a fantastic job. They've had a busy workload ahead of them, and they're looking forward to producing a big game there. So make sure you jump into that one there, and it should be a cracking contest. Scotty, thanks so much for joining us this week, mate, and we look forward to perhaps catching up with you throughout the season.
Thanks, Yeendy.